What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the podversation.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
The what?
All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes.
Okay.
Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Yeah.
Did Jay reach out yet?
Nah, Pop. He ghosting.
What the f*** is this motherfucker doing? These things sweet now because I'm in here.
It's all good. You about to get out on bail.
Nah, hey yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie.
Alright, Pop. It's fucking crazy right now.
Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh.
What about all these lawsuits, though, Pop?
Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry bitches and shit.
Alright guys, we gotta talk about this alleged leaked Diddy jail call. So you heard it, and there's a little bit more to it, but listen, I have no way of knowing if it's authentic or not. I don't know. I don't have that type of experience in being able to tell what's a legit jail call and what's not. So I really don't know. And yeah, people may say, oh, well, he's got, great lawyers. He's paying millions of dollars for representation. There's no way this would get leaked. I beg to differ. I don't believe that having great representation would prevent any jail calls, even if it's not the entirety of it, from getting leaked. But what I will say is this. Whether it is an authentic call or not, I definitely would say that there probably is some communications going on between him and his children. One, about getting some things handled out, in homes and handling some things. I wouldn't doubt that would be the case because, yeah, the feds raided 2 of his homes, but I'm sure he had things in other places. And I believe one of the sons, the one that goes by King Combs, didn't he do a song where he said something about they missed the other property or something like that? So I wouldn't doubt that conversations like that have been had. Another thing that I would say is what just kind of leads me to believe that it could possibly be real. I'm just saying, honestly, it did sound like him. I listened to it several times because I was ready to listen to this audio and say, that ain't him. That's just some AI stuff. Because I did a video talking about the AI videos that are done on YouTube. Like there's a ton of them out there, and I just did a video just talking about some of the ones that are out there on him and TD Jakes, where it's clearly AI created videos. The thumbnails have pictures of TD Jakes and Diddy, in bed together and stuff like that. It's like clearly that stuff is AI. But to me, I don't know what his sons sound like, so I can't say, oh, well, that doesn't sound like his son or sons. But I will say that the voice of the person that's supposed to be Sean Combs, it actually did sound like him. I'm just saying, it really did sound like him. But again, I don't know the authenticity of it, so I really don't know. This isn't like the Shirley Strawberry, Ernesto jail calls where we know that those were 100% legit and those were calls that were leaked. So I would say that it's possible, but if it isn't true, no big surprise there because a lot can be done with AI these days. But if it is true, I wouldn't be surprised by that either because the speaking in the code or codes, talking about recycle the plastic, dump out all the empty pizza boxes. Like, what is that supposed to mean? I have no idea. Talking about the Netflix doc that's about to be dropping soon. And, did Jay reach out and whatever? And the Jay could be anybody. It may not be Jay-Z, because Sean Combs and Sean Carter, I think they call each other by their first names. But hey, maybe they do call each other by nicknames. I don't know. But to hear this person on this jail call that's supposed to be the son that says, nah, he ghosting, I don't know. But there's another part of the call, of the alleged Diddy jail call, where it was something about the son needing money to pay a car note or a car payment. And he was like, well, he's 30 years old, he need to go do some club appearances or something. He need to get his own money. Like, I got a whole lot of stuff that I'm dealing with on my own. I can't worry about his bills right now. That's the other part of it that makes me believe that it is legitimate. But again, I don't have any proof that it is, so I don't know. So I'm just talking about what is out there and my speculation on what has been released. If it is true, this is what I feel about it. And this is what I will say about it if it is indeed true. I don't know what type of preparation that he really did for his children, in terms of not just getting them set up to be able to have this opulent, lavish lifestyle that they would be able to live were he not out of jail, prison, or even alive anymore. I mean, clearly, if he, were to die, I would assume that there would be some type of life insurance or some trust or something that was probably set up for them. But in light of him still being alive and all of these things going on with him criminally, the government is just waiting to swoop in to take a lot of that stuff that they would be using in order to live and survive. So what real life skills do they have? Like, they've been living the life of opulence that he has afforded to them forever. And now that he is in this position that he's in, what can they really do to not even just live the same type of lifestyle? Because I wouldn't even really expect that, because they didn't work for that. They were able to benefit from it based off of being his children, but they didn't work for that. And I feel that when you hear these really uber wealthy people that say they're not leaving any money to their children when they die, some people hear that and they think that it sounds cruel. But trust and believe, those people who come out and say that stuff, they have set their heirs, their children, they set them up to be able to succeed on their own. That no, they may not be just leaving them money where they could spend it, live off, of it, and hopefully for a very long period of time and have that money make money for them. But they have taught them and given them the opportunity to get real, true life skills so that they can not only just live an okay lifestyle, but more than likely an even better one than the parent did, because they have set them up to be able to succeed, to be able to use their brains, their skills. What real skills do his children really have? And I know he has a multitude of children, females and males. I would probably think that if anyone would stand to suffer more than the other, it would probably be the male children over the female children. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I want to know what you guys think about it. But for me, if this is real and they wouldn't even consider utilizing his properties and money to put up as bail for him to have some time out of the prison walls or jail walls, because he's not in prison for right now, they're just, I feel like, saying, well, it's going to be ours at some point in time anyway, so we'll just confiscate it when we're ready. We're not going to allow you to be out while you're awaiting trial. You're going to stay up in there until this trial happens. But in the meantime, what happens to the children? What are they going to do in order to be able to live and to survive? You know, they were living, I would say, probably very lazily under his support. And now that he's locked up, now you got people suing for car payments and wanting to repossess cars and stuff like that. And he hasn't even been in there. How long? It hasn't even been 2 months yet? Like they don't have anything. I know that they confiscated their passports, but did they confiscate their skills? Did they confiscate their abilities to earn? And yeah, I know right now their dad is a pariah right now. Nobody really wants to touch them or be bothered with them. So it makes it harder for them. So the things that he has done and the life and the lifestyle that he was living, it really wasn't going to be something that was going to benefit his kids in the long run, unless, God forbid, well, I won't even say God forbid, but unless before all of this stuff had come out, he just suddenly died for some reason, and then they were able to get, what he got. Then if he had died before all of this stuff started coming out, people wouldn't be able to posthumously sue him and prosecute him or whatever. And unfortunately, it would have been, well, what's done is done. And people just have to live with the scars and maybe write a book about it or something like that. But they're not going to be able to prosecute him or get money from him. But now that he's still alive and these things are going on, the children, they're suffering financially, it looks like, from these decisions. But again, I say, because I don't know if this audio is real, I can't say this for certain that this is what it is, but it sure sounds like it. It definitely sounds like him. And I would say that I believe that it's real, but again, that's just my opinion. It hasn't been authenticated, so I really don't know. But I do believe that he's just going to get to the point where he's going to be broke. And the kids are going to have to figure it out, because there's really not much that he would be able to do, because what he does have is going to be going to his defense. I mean, he could, I guess, just try to cop a plea, because that would be less expensive than for him to just continuously try to defend himself against these criminal charges, because it costs a whole lot more to litigate than it does to try to cop a plea or for the civil complaints settle out of court. But you heard what was said in the audio. I won't even say what he said, but what was said in the audio that I personally believe does sound like him, where the son asked, allegedly it was a son, he was asked, well, what about all these lawsuits? And he was like, I don't care about that. I ain't got nothing, ain't nothing in my name. So, there's just a bunch of greedy B words just out to get something. I ain't got nothing in my name anyway, so I ain't even worried about it. That's another reason why I kind of felt like it was him, because I do believe that that's kind of how he feels about it. And also because it's just so many of them coming forth. So many. It's like every other day is a new lawsuit or several of them that have been filed. So guys, I just wanted to talk about that real quick, because when I heard this audio, I was like, wow. And I said that it did sound like him. But again, it could be AI. It could be made up. I mean, they're doing the AI videos of him, from viral videos or movie scenes and whatever. And I'll put a couple of them in this video so you can see them, because they are funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. They are funny. But yet and still, AI can do a lot. But my personal feelings is that it does sound legitimate. But it could all come out that it's not really him. It's not really his son that he was talking to. This is fake. And then I'd say, well, anything is possible when it does come to AI. But to me, it definitely did sound like him. So you guys let me know what you think about it.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people.
Tell them.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not.
Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. Found myself inside all this tension.